Right in the heart of the Siwa Oasis, the Shali fortress and village are a wonder to behold. Although the oasis had been inhabited since ancient times, the fortress and village were mostly built in the 13th century AD to protect the people of Siwa from Bedouin attacks. The construction technique utilized for these structures is what is known as kershef, a mixture of mud, clay, and salt. The site was first abandoned in 1926 due to torrential rains for 3 whole days, destroying the buildings. Later, in 1936, again, rainstorm ravaged Shali, jeopardizing the stability of the structures, leaving the site in the ruins that we see today. The fortress itself is a towering marvel. Built entirely from kershef, this structure once rose 5 stories high, providing a secure sanctuary for the entire local community, with only a single gate for entry. In medieval times, it gave the Siwan community a vantage point of defense. It had tall buildings and narrow paths, making it hard for invaders to get through. Walking through its narrow alleys is an impressive experience in itself, as we witness the weathering and deterioration of the walls. We feel as though we're navigating a labyrinth, and imagine the bustling life within these walls in its heyday, with children chasing each other from one dwelling to the other, and their mothers yelling at them to behave and help in their daily chores. Even the doorways are low, something which hardly affected me since I'm a short person anyway. The interconnectedness of this fortress and dwellings is quite astounding, as if making the inhabitants feel like one big family. The fortress's decline was as unusual as its construction. Although rains are very rare in Egypt, they do happen, and it did happen in the Siwa Oasis, not once but twice in just a decade. An unprecedented, prolonged bout of heavy rain literally began to melt the salt-based walls. This environmental catastrophe devastated the structure and forced the majority of its residents to abandon the village and relocate to modern dwellings nearby, as can be seen during our visit. In fact, the modern houses are situated around the area of Shali fortress, since the fortress is exactly in the middle of Siwa, the belly button of the oasis, so to speak. On the day we visited Shali Fortress, we first visited the Mountain of the Dead and then the Oracle Temple. We then decided to walk from the Oracle Temple to Shali Fortress, a leisurely 40-minute walk, meeting people along the way and children outside their homes, all smiling and saying salam since they could tell that we weren't locals. The Egyptian people are very courteous and kind. I really love them. Once we make it to the top, we can see the modern village of Siwa below, as well as amazing panoramic views of palm groves and the Siwa Oasis, including the temple of the Oracle of Amun and Jebel al-Mauta, better known as the Mountain of the Dead. Back to Shali Fortress, even after all these years, this mud brick citadel shows how smart and resourceful its builders were. Now, efforts to preserve it ensure to keep its history and culture alive.